Tonight we continue our coverage of the two-alarm fire that scorched a historic building in downtown Beaumont. More than 24 hours after the Gilbert Building went up in flames, fire crews continue to monitor for any potential hotspots. And now city leaders are demanding that the owner take responsibility for the empty and dilapidated building. Good evening, Southeast Texas. 12 News Today spoke with City Councilman Mike Getz, and he says these buildings are standing in the way of the vision to revitalize downtown Beaumont.
12 News reporter Ebony Coleman back on the big story tonight, the continuing coverage for us. And Ebony, the city's actually planning to do a workshop to address these issues.
That's right, guys. Getz tells me the Gilbert Building was a key component of what they wanted to see restored in downtown. The owner, Tom Flanagan, told 12 News he planned to turn it into luxury apartments, but now the city doesn't know if that's possible.
Well, waste always makes me angry, and this is sheer waste.
A historical downtown Beaumont building, now a shell of its former self. More than 24 hours after the Gilbert Building caught fire, crews are continuing to monitor for hotspots. Meanwhile, city leaders like Ward 2 Councilman Mike Getz are focusing on how to move forward.
I made an inquiry back in March about what are we doing to enforce our codes. That was received with an inventory that was produced of about 11 buildings. This was one of the ones that were on that inventory list, and this building was marked back in March as being in imminent danger.
We identified that it needed to be boarded up and better secured, and in that case they were working with the property owner.
The building's owner, Tom Flanagan, told 12 News the building was boarded up, and he believed vandals are to blame for the fire. Mayor Roy West says the building had no electricity, so investigators are still working to learn how it started.
Protecting property is the primary responsibility of the city, certainly keeping our firefighters safe.
Getz believes former city management dropped the ball.
Previous city manager did not think it was a priority to enforce code violations.
He says building owners need to secure their buildings so they aren't targeted by vandals.
We need to require building owners downtown to have electricity to their buildings, burglar alarms, and cameras. If those things had been in place, this would almost certainly not have happened last night.
Now, Getz says there will be a workshop on July the 2nd to discuss plans for vacant and abandoned buildings in downtown Beaumont. Tom Flanagan tells us this is the second of his buildings to catch fire. The first was the old Texas Workforce Building. That happened last year. In studio, Ebony Coleman, 12 News.